Your body is the most incredible machine you will ever own. It can run, it can jump, it can lift, it can dance. It performs millions of complex actions every single day, often without you even thinking about it. But like any high-performance machine, it comes with a set of operating principles. If you ignore them, things start to break down. You get creaks, groans, and eventually serious system failures. Kinesiology is the user's manual for this machine. It is the science of human movement. It's not just for elite athletes or physical therapists. It's for every single person who wants to move better, feel better, live a fuller life. It's about understanding the how and the why behind every step you take and every object you lift. Each of these actions is a physical performance. Good movement makes them feel effortless and keeps us resilient. To understand movement, you first have to understand the parts that are moving. This is where anatomy comes in. Anatomy is the study of the body's structure, its physical parts. Think of it as the hardware list for your machine. Your bones are the frame, providing structure and support. Your muscles are the engines. Muscles contract and create force. Joints act as hinges and pivot points. They let your limbs bend, rotate, and swing. Tendons link muscle to bone. Ligaments link bone to bone, stabilizing joints. Even a wave uses the whole system. Having hardware isn't enough. You need to know how it runs. That's physiology, the study of how systems function and work together. For muscles to contract, they need energy. The body converts food into fuel like glucose. The circulatory system delivers fuel and oxygen. The respiratory system brings in oxygen. Nerves act like electrical wiring, carrying signals from the brain, down the spinal cord, and out to muscles. Reaching overhead, the shoulder flexes, the elbow extends, muscles contract in sequence, bones provide leverage, and the brain signal orchestrates it all. An anatomical issue like a stiff joint makes muscles work harder, leading to physiological fatigue. If oxygen delivery lags, strength alone won't save performance. Once you understand the parts and how they are powered, the next step is to understand the forces that act upon them. This is biomechanics. Biomechanics applies physics and engineering to the human body, treating it as levers, pulleys, and supports. It examines forces like gravity and friction and how they shape movement. Concepts like leverage, torque, and pressure explain why some patterns are efficient and safe while others are risky. Bend at the waist with straight legs, and your spine becomes a long lever, multiplying compressive and shear forces on delicate discs. Visual. Rounded back lift with red X. Squat by bending hips and knees and keeping a neutral back to recruit your glutes and quads and distribute force across a resilient system. Running form. Adjust foot strike, stride, and arm swing to reduce joint impact and boost efficiency. Slouching pulls your 10 to 12 pound head forward. Neck muscles overwork. Align head over shoulders to let the skeleton carry load. Shin splints may stem from overpronation, excessive inward roll, creating rotational stress. The fix is mechanical. Strengthen feet and hips. Kinesiology uses biomechanics to design safer workplaces, refine exercise technique, and build rehab that treats root causes, not just symptoms, turning lift with your legs into a concrete principle. The most powerful hardware and the most elegant design are useless without a sophisticated control system. The nervous system. Its study is neuroscience. Neuroscience explores how the brain, spinal cord, and nerves govern and coordinate all movement. From learning a dance step to pulling your hand from a hot surface, every action is orchestrated by this system. The brain plans movement and initiates the precise sequence of muscle contractions to achieve a goal. Motor nerves deliver commands to muscles. Sensory nerves return constant feedback. That feedback is critical for coordination. Proprioception, your sixth sense, lets you know where your body is in space without looking. Your brain integrates vision, vestibular input, and proprioception, sending fine-tuned motor commands to keep you upright. Practice builds stronger, faster neural pathways. That's how we learn and master movement. At first, pedaling, steering, and balancing are conscious. With repetition, the brain forms a motor program. Movement becomes automatic. Motor learning shows the brain can rewire. After injury or stroke, therapists help the brain find new pathways. Movement is as much brain as muscle. The body and brain are deeply connected, but we can't ignore the influence of the mind. Psychology studies thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Your mental and emotional state impacts performance. When you're happy and confident, you move with fluid, powerful grace. Fear creates hesitation and tension. That increases the risk of mistakes or injury. Motivation gets you to the gym, pushes you through the final rep, whether it's the desire to win, better health, or the joy of a group class. Kinesiology uses sports psychology to set realistic goals, stay focused, and overcome mental barriers, building confidence alongside technique. Pain isn't just physical, it's emotional. Fear of re-injury can cause stiff protective patterns that persist, leading to new problems. Fear avoidance behavior. Therapy rebuilds trust through gradual, safe exposure, proving movement is safe again. We're not just muscles and bones. Our beliefs shape our physical reality. If you believe you're not a runner, you're less likely to persist. By teaching how the body works and showing improvement, kinesiology builds competence and self-efficacy. This psychological shift can be as important as exercise for health and performance. Kinesiology isn't just in labs or pro sports, it's in every move you make. Its principles matter most in simple, repetitive tasks, where poor habits add up. Walking seems simple, but efficient walking is complex. Coordinated legs, arms, and core. Kinesiology studies stride length, foot strike, and hip rotation to conserve energy and reduce joint stress. Sitting for hours isn't what the body was designed for. Slouching flexes the spine, strains ligaments, stresses discs, and tightens the neck and shoulders. Solutions: set chair height, put the screen at eye level, keep feet flat. Remember, your best posture is your next posture. Move often, stand up, take short walks, reset frequently. Lifting causes many back injuries. Plan the lift, get close, create a stable base. Bend hips and knees, not the waist. Keep a neutral spine. Drive with legs and hips. Hold the load close to your center of gravity to shift stress off the spine. Instead of sitting straight up, straining your back. Try the log roll. Roll to your side, drop your legs, push up with your arms. Less twist and pressure. Apply these simple principles daily, and you're doing maintenance, reducing wear and keeping your body resilient for years. While kinesiology is for everyone, its impact shines in sports performance, workplace safety, and rehabilitation. In sport, fractions of a second and millimeters matter. Kinesiology gives coaches and athletes the edge. Biomechanical analysis reveals inefficiencies that, when corrected, shave precious time. Programs target muscles for explosive sprints and kicks while reinforcing movement patterns that prevent ACL injuries. Ergonomics designs jobs, equipment, and spaces to fit the worker, reducing musculoskeletal disorders, disability, and lost productivity. Small changes, shorter reach, less twist, compound over thousands of reps, preventing chronic strain. After injury or surgery, movement is medicine. Early stages focus on controlled motion to reduce swelling and prevent stiffness. As tissue heals, rebuild strength, restore range of motion, and retrain correct motor patterns. Good rehab looks at the whole kinetic chain: scapular motion, thoracic posture, and core strength, not just the shoulder. With a holistic, kinesiology-based approach, people return stronger and more resilient, lowering re-injury risk, rebuilding a better system from the ground up. You don't need a degree or expensive equipment to apply kinesiology now. Move more often. If you sit a lot, set a timer to stand, stretch, and walk for a minute or two every hour. This fights the effects of prolonged sitting by promoting blood flow, resetting posture, and giving tissues a break. Always warm up before strenuous activity. Do dynamic movements that take joints through range and increase blood flow. Don't stretch cold muscles. Like warming a car on a cold day, your body runs better and more safely when prepped. Pay attention to posture. Maintain a neutral spine, standing, sitting, and lifting. Think tall and long, stack head over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over feet so bones bear the load. Listen to your body. Muscles strengthen during recovery, not the workout. Sharp or radiating pain is a warning. don't push through it. Prioritize quality sleep for repair. Integrate these tips, move often, warm up, maintain posture, rest properly to unlock better, pain-free movement for life. We have journeyed through kinesiology, from anatomical hardware and physiological software to biomechanical forces and neural commands. It teaches us how to sit, stand, and lift in ways that protect our bodies, provides a roadmap for recovery, and a blueprint for peak performance. Kinesiology demystifies your body, turning mystery aches into a system you can manage and improve. You are not a passive victim of limitations or aging. Understanding how you're designed to move gives you control over your well-being. Use this knowledge to diagnose movement patterns, see what works, and make simple, effective changes. Be proactive, not reactive. Start today. Stand a little taller, bend your knees when you lift. Take a short walk at lunch. Your body is designed to adapt and improve. Give it the right signals, and it will respond. Own your movement, and you will own your life. Your body will thank you for it.